Well, hey there, guys and gals, and all my pals. Me and old Doug is sitting here. We've been discussing my trip I just come off from, and but on this episode, you're gonna get to see someone I talked about on the last episode. So hang in there, and we're gonna go to Hound Dog Chassis, the home of Hound Dog Chassis, and his channel on YouTube is called On the Berm. So go over there to On the Berm, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, ring the little dingy-dong bell, and tell him Outfits Garage sent you over there. He'll appreciate it, and we'll appreciate it. But on with this episode. Well, hey there, guys and gals, and all my pals. Welcome back here to Outfits Garage. Hey there, guys and gals, and all my pals. Welcome back to Outfits Garage. You sit right there, Outfits Garage. Says it right there. Hey, tell me what you think. If you want to see some t-shirts, if y'all want to buy a t-shirt, if y'all are interested in a t-shirt, give me an idea what you think. If we need to make some more t-shirts, I'm about out of them right now, but give me an idea. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you want to see. All right, Russell here with Outfits Garage saying, God bless you. Outfits Garage is saying, keep a hammering, guys. We have found a racetrack. The old Moulton Speedway. I've seen these signs to come to this track ever since we visited my grandma down here, and I don't know if these people are gonna get mad at me for coming up in here or not, but I'm gonna drive up in here anyway. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, we are on our way to my aunt's house in Alabama, and we stopped off here at a old racetrack we've looked at, or I have, for years and years, and never been here. But now I have. Ain't nobody here, so I'm walking on in. Somebody's here, they're over there working over here. Old racetrack. Moulton Speedway. Well, a quarter mile in. Yep. All right. We kind of looked around there a little bit. Didn't bother nothing. Didn't mess with nothing. And decided we'll ease on down the road. Looks like a fast little old track. We'll talk to old Chris about it here in a little bit and see what his thoughts are on it. I know he runs mainly Northwest Alabama Speedway, so because it's right there closer to home for him. This is a little bit farther, but we'll see y'all next probably over at Chris's place. Hey there, guys and gals, and all my pals. Good to be back with you here on Outfits Garage. I've got a surprise to show you here. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. But we are at the headquarters. Hound chassis. Right there, Mr. Chris McGuire.
What's happening?
Yeah, Pops.
Pop, yo.
Hey.
How y'all doing? Yeah, we hadn't been on this side of the camera.
We are here. There's Matthew over here. We coming through. We stopped in at just right down the street here, actually, over in the next town. Picked up my mom. She was over there visiting some family, and we was coming back from her Florida trip, so we thought we would swing by here. He's just in the next town over, actually on the way to the house. So, what you up to, Chris?
We ain't been up to a whole lot. We got Hound Dog number 9 coming together here, so
Yeah.
Pops and I started it this morning. Been a little slow go getting parts for this one, but we got parts now and got the engine and everything mocked up. Got one bar in it at least, so
Yeah.
we're gonna start slinging tubing now, as Russell said just a minute ago off camera.
Time to start slinging tubing.
We're gonna get busy now.
Yep. I've had my hand in a few tube slinging sessions.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. It's fun.
If I can get my equipment, the tubing bender and a notcher and stuff, we've got a nice saw up there now. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a band saw.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Doug brought that in here a while back. Man, that's gonna be nice. And so we may try our hand at building another.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I say go for it. I mean, if anybody wants to, you know what I mean? I say go for it. There's
Yeah.
a lot of guys out there. A lot of guys say they're afraid to, but
That's-
that's only one way to learn.
yeah, yeah. We built quite a few back in the day, and we built one car that actually ran second in that 10,000 to win show at Batesville. So he almost won it, but he just couldn't quite get there. The old boy had a good run at it, you know, but he did go to another track and won I think it was 2,500 to win show. That's down around Hot Springs area. I think that track's closed down now. I think it was called Mount Ida. I think it was. Anyway, but that was a good fast car. And they built, the guy that bought it from him actually built a fixture off of that car and built like 4 copies of it. So, and I know where that car's sitting in Fort Smith now, hanging up in the rafters over there. I think it's just right down the street from Schoenfield Headers. So
Maybe one day we'll have a shop big enough we can have hanging around.
So that was the highlight of my career, I guess, building cars.
I was 15 probably. And Dad brought a welder home. And there was an old car. It was Johnny Collier. There may be some people watch this video that know that name. He was raced a lot in the Southeast. Dad helped Johnny years ago when he was in high school. And I grew up around Dad and Johnny at the racetrack. But Johnny built a car. It was a 55 Bel Air from the front clip back, and it was a Camaro front clip.
Mm-hmm.
And it was bent. And Dad had it down here in the field. He brought it up here one day and he put it on jack stands. And he cut the front clip off with a torch. And he had a Nova clip laying here. And he brought it in, cleaned it up, got it all squared up and set up. And he handed me the welding lead and he said, "There you go.
There you go.
If you want to race, you gotta learn.
You got to learn to do it. That's the best way, isn't it?
We've been at it ever since. Off and on, of course, over the years. I had a hiatus where I got into drag racing a lot.
Yeah.
I had street cars and stuff for years.
Yeah.
I had to get back to my roots.
I've dabbled a little bit in that. I'm about over that.
Yeah.
Ready to get mud back in my face.
That's right. It ain't nothing beat it. Dirt racing is just fun.
Yep.
A lot of people forget that nowadays.
Yeah.
It's always changing.
The dollar sign gets in the way of the fun.
Right. Especially does nowadays. That's why I keep looking for the more affordable classes, you know. Like Kenny Wallace said one time, he said, race what you can afford and love it.
Yep.
You know, don't try to, don't give up on racing because you can't afford the class that you want to run in. He said, find a class you can fit in. And he said, and love it. There's a lot of these up our way. There's nobody running sport combats. Yeah. They call that the young gunners or something like that, 14 and under class. But they had it. They had a front wheel drive class up there, but people just kept dropping out of it. But down here, I noticed it's pretty big time.
They had a buzz. They started as a buzz class, is what they call it. And they had them all combined. Now there's so many of them, they actually have them split now into a Buzz 4 and a Buzz 6.
Oh.
So they got your 4-cylinder and then your 6-cylinder stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, the guy that wins down here in North Alabama the most is in a Honda minivan.
Really?
Kid you not. It's a Honda Odyssey.
Uh-huh.
And he wins.
So that just goes to show you,
Yep.
You can bring anything,
Yep.
build anything, as long as it fits the rules,
Yep. It's a gutted Honda Odyssey with a roll cage in it.
I love it.
Yep.
That's what gives me a thrill right there. Is seeing stuff that's
totally
out of character,
Yep.
And make it work.
Yep.
And
that's why we like to do these chassis, because we try to make it affordable.
Uh-huh.
And I know I've had to go up on price for next year just because tubing and materials go up.
Everything's going up, right?
So I hate doing that, because Pops and I talk about it all the time about, like you and I were talking about just a minute ago off camera, the price of chassis.
Right.
We try to keep it affordable to where more people if they want to move up into factory stock.
It's something that it you can do, So that's right. Where's this car going to be going to?
Going to Florida.
Going to Florida.
The guy's gonna run it at Alltech. They raced at Alltech in East Bay this year, but of course East Bay shut down.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said Alltech and I can't think of that other Florida track. But his home track is Alltech.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little different. Firewall will be a little different on this one.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, those that watch our videos and watch your videos probably know that the headers look a little different. We have a regular style metric header on this one.
Right.
That's per their rules. That's what they have to run.
Uh-huh. Well, that's ours. I don't know what the rule is on the firewall. We have to do some checking on that.
Yeah.
But ours usually goes straight down or comes out the side.
Okay.
Y'all
kind of run like a stock clip header, what they call a show and field stock clip header. It kind of comes out here.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah. I'll tell you a story on them too here in a little bit, where they come from.
we used to run them with a couple of the street stocks we built, the Crate Racing USA street stocks we built. Now everybody does a crossover.
Right.
And they run,
And see, I like those that comes over,
yeah.
And blows, and you can put your elbow on it, 90. I like that. And you can keep your wires out of the way of everything,
So much room. Well, as a matter of fact, you can look right here.
Yeah.
That's the headers we run. Or they call them an IMCA stock car header.
Uh-huh.
That's, I guess, where they originated for.
Right.
We have to run an elbow. Of course, I run mufflers and turn downs. The exhaust has to exit parallel to the ground per our rules.
Uh-huh.
So that's why we run the elbow.
Right.
I just like the mufflers and turn downs, quieten it down a little bit. But that header with that whole exhaust on it right there, the way that car's sitting right now, that header will slide in there.
Wow.
Mainly because we get to do the firewall and floor pan with the fabricated firewall and floor pan.
Right.
Because I just took that header off the other day, and the way this car sits exactly right now, I can slide that header right in here. Mm-hmm. And it just makes it easy to work on everything.
Well, yeah, there for years, they wouldn't let you touch firewall.
Right, yeah.
And I said, why? I said, it don't make sense. when you've got an engine setback rule.
Yep.
That's what you're after. And the firewall, that when you cut that firewall out, that thing weighs what, 5 pounds?
Yeah.
So you're not, it's not a weight deal.
Exactly.
Well,
You know?
actually, the time you cut out
And
and put the metal back,
Yeah.
You
you're
put,
not.
yeah. So it, I said, make them easy to work on, you know, like a modified, you know. It's like a modified right here. Actually, the modifieds that we used to run, the firewall was actually up here. I mean, the T-bar
Yeah.
was up here closer.
Yep.
So make them easy to work on, make them to where they're enjoyable again,
Exactly.
you know. So,
That takes heat away from your starter,
uh-huh,
your plug wire,
exactly.
everything. You can.
You get them open,
Yep.
you know, and then you run those headers down like that, and it gets the heat. I mean, your starters will last a lot longer.
Yep. Yep.
So I like it.
We ain't done videos in a while, so.
Yeah. Well, you get burnt out on
Yeah,
it.
everybody's seeing Russell's video of the car stuck in the corner.
That's ours has been sitting on jack stands for 2 years.
You get going and get going and get going, and you don't think about that.
Right.
Well, yeah, you
Oh,
get
wait a minute, I should have.
yeah, and trying to make videos and trying to do something on a car takes twice as long.
Yep.
You know, because you got to stop. And you know, I've learned to just kind of just throw a camera up sometimes and just let
Just go to work.
just go to work, you know, and then maybe put it on you know, fast forward it when I'm editing it or something.
Right.
So, but yep, home of Hound Dog Chassis. Give old Chris and Pops a like on and subscribe to them on the Berm is what they've got. They like running them cars on the Berm.
I wish we could get a Berm on. Bike can't do it around here.
Yeah. We stopped off, you know, I was telling you here a while back, when I was a kid, we'd come up and visit my grandma and my mom's family and stuff down here at Moulton.
Yeah.
Moulton and Hartselle, and my aunt lives there at Muscle Shoals.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, that old red Ford I got, that's where it come from.
Oh, okay.
Was right down there. David Montgomery was his name. Anyway, getting back to Moulton, I remember seeing that sign going to there. I said, "Boy, I'd like to go check that place out. You know, I want to go see that racetrack. You know, at Moulton Speedway. It's just I'd seen it since I was big enough to know what a racetrack was.
Right. Right.
I finally got to see it. Almost 50 years later.
Did y'all go watch the races?
No, we didn't. We started to, and it just wasn't working out. The family was wanting to visit, you know, and all. And I said, well, let's just stay here and visit. So
Yeah, they raced last night.
yeah, we went out there and looked at it. He had run the sheep's foot around it, you know, and it looked hard,
Yeah.
you know, and it just come a rain looked like, you know, and that looked like a fun little track.
They've done a good job of that track. The Steels, Keith and Amanda, they own it now. They've done a real good job with that track. Moulton is it's not a big track. I mean, obviously you've seen it's probably 3/8, and it's more of a momentum track. The corners are longer, so it's more of a you can run her off in there in Moulton pretty good and stab it, but where North Alabama is more of a hairpin, quick turn track. I love Moulton.
I don't know that I've ever looked up North Alabama Speedway on. Isn't there some videos of it out there?
Oh yeah. There's a bunch. We've got some. It's an old YouTube channel I had. I've got some in-car stuff from down there when we ran the late model and qualifying from outside of the car. Speedway car cams.
Yeah.
The guy that does that, he has a bunch from
Oh, really?
North Alabama.
Well, we'll have to check that out.
It's a good place. They've done a lot.
Is it a quarter?
They call it a quarter mile, but it's
That's what Moulton looked like was a quarter mile.
yeah. If it's, I say Moulton's probably quarter in the bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe. And that's about where you're gonna run it, Moulton.
Yeah.
When it gets black, you're gonna be in the bottom. So.
See, that's about like I-30 Speedway used to be, and down at Little Rock.
Yeah.
And see that Speedway that shut down, is last year, year before?
Or year before.
Year before. That got sold to Copart.
I got you.
But that racetrack was there for 50 years.
Yeah.
And it was actually the track that you see on the movie White Lightning
Yeah. Yeah.
with Burt Reynolds. That was that track.
Oh, wow.
And this old boy here on that shirt, Wayne Brooks, that's where he he got famous there, I guess you could say, there and other little tracks around, but he went all over the country after that. But
Gotcha.
I don't know how many races he won at I-30, but back then it was called Benton Speedboat.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, but it was a fun little track like that, kind of short and tight.
Yeah.
And but the track I grew up racing at was 20 minutes from my house, 15 minutes from my house, but it shut down. It was called BB Speedway in a little town called BB, Arkansas. And it shut down. You know, some things just won't last.
All them old tracks is gone.
Yeah, I think there may be 5 tracks in Arkansas now,
Wow.
if that, because you got, I guess.
Wasn't there one over close to Little Rock just years ago?
Yeah, that was I-30 Speedway.
Okay.
Yeah. They called it Benton Speedboat back then. Yeah. Yeah, it was right there going through, right between Bryant and Benton on the left going south. That's where it was at. So.
It's been over that way a long time.
No.
But there used to be, how about there used to be 40 tracks?
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
So there was one right there in town where I live at. Then they made one at the fairgrounds, and they ran that a couple of years, and I think that got shut down by the city. You know, but you know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
But
First time I ever seen a dirt track was when they had the old dirt track over here at the Muscle Fairgrounds.
mm-hmm.
That was 58 years ago.
We don't talk about how many years ago it was. That tells us how old we are.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me get around here. Well, Pops, Chris, we appreciate y'all letting us stop in here.
Appreciate y'all
Appreciate
coming
y'all coming
by.
by.
And y'all get wanting a race car chassis. These guys here build top-notch stuff. I've looked this car over here. It is top-notch. His welds is you can't complain about these welds. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, well, that's powder coated, but look at that. That looks as quality as I've ever seen. I've been around a lot of race cars,
Appreciate it.
and yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I told you everything.
Yep, but that's this is good equipment. I've been wanting to come down here and meet these guys for a while, and I don't think you go wrong giving Chris and Pops a shout if you get to wanting a chassis. Just look them up on YouTube, on the Berm, and he's on Facebook, Chris McGuire. And so look him up on Facebook. You get wanting one of these chassis, you can work a deal out with him.
Oh, yeah.
He said he's already got people lined up for next year. And this is number 9, right?
This is number 9 for this year. We got 10 this year. That was our goal. And we're going to get this one done hopefully this next week.
I figured you'd get done today.
That'd be rough. That'd be rough.
That's what you call slinging tubing.
That's one of them 24-hour days. Yeah, we're going to get this one done hopefully next week. And as soon as we get this one done, we'll start the next one, get number 10 finished up. Get them to these guys. That's been the bad thing killing us this year is we've built 10 chassis or going to build 10 chassis. And there's 8 out there right now, but only one's made it to the race.
Right.
So
Well, they'll get there.
yeah, next year. Oh yeah, we've been getting pictures all week of guys making chassis rollers and chassis with bodies now, and they're getting them ready for next year. So hopefully, Hound Dog chassis comes out a swinging.
Yeah.
Hopefully is what we,
Yeah.
what we hope.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, there you go, guys and gals. We appreciate y'all jumping on here. I'm gonna end this video right here. We appreciate y'all, and as they say, come hang out. That's what we're doing.
Right.
We're just hanging out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get on off here. It's Russell, Outfits Garage, saying God bless you. Outfits Garage saying keep a hammering. What do you?
Appreciate it, guys and gals. Thank y'all very much, and God bless you till next time.
See y'all.
All right.